So the first thing we're going to do with the Optiflex Kinetic CPM is we're going to have the patient put their leg in. Yep. And go ahead and push your foot up against the foot plate. Thank you. And we want their back of their knee, we want them right in the middle where this circle is, this black circle. That's where we want the middle of their knee to be when they're getting fitted properly for the CPM. So with that right there, the first thing we're going to do, these back knobs right here, they adjust the foot. So if you loosen these up right here, you're going to see that the foot can be moved either way. A lot of the times patients like their foot like they're pushing in the gas pedal. So patient, is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
So we're going to make sure we lock it into place. If you do not lock it into place, then that's going to be loose, and once the machine starts going, the patient can be compromised and getting hurt. So we want to make sure we lock these in. The next thing that we're going to do, we already had these loosened up. This is for the length of the leg. So we can extend it out or shorten it if we loosen up these. But right now the patient is where he needs to be with the back of his knee in that zone. So we want to make sure we tighten these as well. Same reason why we just want to make sure that he is comfortable and the machine doesn't move on him. Last thing you do, you're going to attach your strap. So you're going to attach this foot strap right here. And then the last thing, you're going to go underneath with this. It's going to rest right underneath the patella, kind of on top of that shin, and it'll be right there. And that's how you make the adjustments to the machine itself. All right, guys, right now we have the Optiflex K1 remote with the knobs. As you can see, there are 4 knobs. The first one's going to be the extension knob. The second one's going to be the flexion knob. Then you have the speed knob, and then you have a pausing knob. So to make any adjustments to any of these knobs itself, you have to press in and turn. If you do not press in and feel that click, then it will not start the treatment properly. And so after you get everything set up here, then all you need to do is go down here and press start. You'll see that this orange button turns to green, just like it is. And you'll see that the machine is starting to do the flexion part, where it's bending towards the patient itself. And then once it gets to the degree that it needs to go, it'll go back into extension. When the machine is going away from you, that is the extension. The last thing I'm going to talk to you about is if you happen to get your machine in lock mode. So if these buttons get held down simultaneously, you'll see that the unit itself goes into a lock mode. And so you can't start anything. To unlock this, you just need to press and hold down these 2 buttons, and you'll see that there is an unlock button that pops up, and that's how you can unlock the machine.
All right, what's going on, guys? So what we have here is the second controller that we have for the Optiflex K1 series. What we're going to do first is go over the user interface. Right here at the bottom left, we have what I like to call the lower boundary, also known as extension. And then on the bottom right here, we have flexion, called the upper boundary. And in the very middle at the top, we have the current degree the machine's at. So right now, this machine is at 0 degrees. What we are going to do is adjust the boundaries. And we'll set 0 to -10, and we'll set 60 to 50 degrees, let's say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press menu 1 time. You want to make sure you get nice and firm touches. If you happen to press it 1 too many times, or you're not on the correct menu, you just want to keep on pressing menu until you cycle back to menu 1. Menu 1 has the settings that we want to adjust. And so what we're going to do, since we want to set that 0 to -10, which is the lower boundary extension, we want to press this top left button right here. It will then highlight the image, and we'll see that the lower boundary shows up at the bottom right, the upper boundary at the upper right, and then the current degree of the machine at -1. Looks like it's updated to -1 now. But nonetheless, what we'll do is we'll adjust this remote to -10 because we're messing with the lower boundary in this setting. So I'll just change the current degree to -10. We'll press and hold down on the minus since we're trying to decrease -1 to -10. There we go. We got it set to -10. And then now we want to adjust the upper boundary. So what we'll do is we'll press the top right menu, There we are. And so now you see that the lower boundary is at -10. The upper boundary is still at 60 degrees. So that's what we're trying to change right now to 50. And then the current degree is at -10 right now. So what we'll do is change -10 to 50. So we're going to press and hold down on the plus button this time to adjust the machine to 50. We just hold down on it. And now you can clearly tell that we're adjusting the current degree, so the machine is moving while we are adjusting the settings. That's the fantastic thing about this remote, is that if you're increasing as tolerated, you're able to find that sweet gap real easy. And there we go, we're at 50, the numbers disappeared, means the settings have adjusted, and now we'll just press start to get back to the user interface, and there we go, -10 and 50 degrees set in motion. Another quick thing just to note is that this remote does need a card, and if you happen to drop the remote and that card falls out, the machine stops and it shows you a little picture right here. All you got to do is follow that picture with the card, snap it back in, and there we go, we're right back at it. We press start again and the machine's back at it. Easy as that. Thank you.